Fauci says vaccine ready by December, wide release by later in 2021. Despite Donald Trump referring to Anthony Fauci in very negative terms, he's still the most respected infectious disease specialist in the country. Many people still want to know what he thinks on matters. His thoughts were even sought across the pond recently. He made an appearance on the BBC's Andrew Marr show and talked about the timeline of a coronavirus vaccination. "We will know whether a vaccine is safe and effective by the end of November, beginning in December," said Fauci, who is also a member of the U.S. Coronavirus Task Force. "The amount of doses that will be available in December will not certainly be enough to vaccinate everybody. You'll have to wait several months into 2021. This exposes Trump's words during the last debate where he said the vaccine would be ready within weeks. Fauci is saying that's not true. Fauci added that the vaccination of a substantial proportion of the population to lead to a significant impact on the dynamics of the outbreak won't be possible until midway through next year, if not into the third quarter. "What I do foresee is that with a successful vaccine and the continuation of some form of public health measures, as we go and progress through the months of 2021, getting towards the third and fourth quarter, we will see a considerable approach towards some form of normality," said the doctor. He was also pressed to answer to Trump's claims that the U.S. is rounding the corner with the pandemic and the number of cases. Fauci said he believes it's untrue, then added, "The data speak for themselves. Unfortunately, I am sorry to see what I am viewing from a distance, what I'm seeing in the UK, after getting hit pretty badly the way we did, you went down to a pretty low level, but now you're starting to escalate in the same manner that we are here," Fauci told the BBC show. The doctor has also spoken about a recent experiment that proves how many particles a person ejects when talking. COVID-19 is spread in 3 ways: they need to reach the nose, the mouth, or the eyes, where they may be able to meet up with cells to start replicating. What makes it tough to fight is that droplet, aerosol, and fomite transmission are all possible to spread the virus. Fauci was a guest on the YouTube show and commented on what was seen in the video. "I think what you've just shown is a, graphically beautiful demonstration of the importance of wearing masks and face coverings," he said. "Because, as the film shows now, you're saying the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, and very little is coming out from the masks. This shows why it's important for everyone to wear a mask. If you're speaking, you're not spreading as much particles. If the person you're speaking with is also wearing one, it helps to stop the particles that still got through. We say, and I think graphic demonstrations like you've just shown really solidify that. One of the reasons why it's so important to wear a face covering is that we know how that about 40% to 45% of the people who are infected don't have any symptoms," continued Fauci. "And yet, they have virus in their nasopharynx. And we know that a substantial proportion of infections are transmitted from someone who doesn't have any symptoms," he added. He also noted that people have the incorrect interpretation that the only time the virus is spread is with coughing and sneezing. He notes that speaking can still spread the virus, and singing can be even worse. He notes that some of the particles drop to the ground, but some are aerosolized and stick around. For that reason, it's so important to wear face coverings, he insisted, even when people aren't coughing or sneezing.